I'm saying you're similar to potatoes, you overgrown foot corn. Chips, peas, and gravy at Alfreton Town Football Club. £3. Paul Revere saved me from this. Tonight, the Areolas became the first pro team to wear uniforms with Braille lettering. Awesome! Purpose? Blind can't see or allowed on the field to touch players' backs. I think it's to raise awareness. Who doesn't know about blind people? Deaf people probably never heard of them. Get out! Markiplier talks about the Scare PewDiePie billboard. Oh my god, what happened to Wade? I know, he looks like he's stuck in a permanent cosplay of Joe Rogan. Think twice before ordering that chicken sandwich. T-Rexes wouldn't approve of you eating their descendants. Fascinating. If you could just, cite your sources. Which T-Rex did you interview, huh? The one from Jurassic Park? The one from Meet the Robinsons? Wait, which one? Let us know, please. I'm curious where you got this information. Well, if you wouldn't eat a T-Rex, you don't eat a chicken. Sir, I'm sure if we could eat a T-Rex, we would. Us Australians literally eat kangaroo meat, and we love kangaroos. What do you expect of humans? Oh, on a side note.
Attention, citizens of Australia. Don't be curious about the kangaroo meat options at your local grocer. Yes, it is more nutritious. Yes, it does have almost 6 times the amount of iron as in things like chicken. But if you all start buying it too, then it's going to be more pricey because it'll be in more demand and I won't be able to afford it then. So, yes, just keep eating that meat, folks. Thank you. Can I get an Aussie? Ah, beautiful. It's like instinct to do that.
Anyway, to completely dismantle this argument of Peter, take it away, Stephen. T-Rex would eat a chicken.
Well, I don't care how long I'm recording. I'm not stopping.
Ready for a world in which a $50 DNA test can predict your odds of earning a PhD or forecast which toddler gets into a selective preschool? You can do this already with a zip code. We should just pin all the debt in the world to one guy and then kill him. Buddy, I think you just invented Christianity. Free speech doesn't mean you can insult, damage the reputation, and cause hurt to others through your actions and speech. I can't tell you how much hurt your tweet has caused me. I'm really upset. And apologize immediately. Sorry, I hate you, Ricky Gervais, but I'm not going to delete my tweet because that's my freedom of expression. It's being
Orders given. Orders received.
What would I do? I just freeze. Is it in yet? And watch them all ejaculate.
As a dutiful maid would.
A lot of family members of upper management and owners were hired or working as interns and rarely producing anything but carbon dioxide.
I'll catch up.
This is the prime example of humans advancing at a social level, finding creative ways to just insult each other. I hate water. It tastes disgusting unless it's Voss or Icelandic. I live on Red Bulls and zero soda, lol. Never had an issue. Gucci probably tastes like police brutality and sour warheads. Gently, couch. I love to keep, but I need serious inquiries.
With the wind!
Gently used. Important question. Is it a because it certainly looks like it. Which one of these following me on Instagram?
Life goes on.
Don't get frostbite. Christ lives in me, and I have assurance of sharing. Mother of 5, retired nurse. What's the hurry? Let me sprinkle some Christ all over the internet. Are you wearing a purse in the middle of the street?
Steady as stone.
Can't tell me nothing. Just be making anybody spin count. Don't depend on this trash account. Somehow go somewhere, you putrid leech. What is really known is that 13 years later, Wilberforce died after falling off his horse. Upon hearing this, Huxley quipped, for once reality and his brains came into contact. And the result was fatal.
Opening box of Adeptitrix.
NASCAR truck racer Brady Cincinnati says he's quitting after Confederate flag ban. 0 career wins? You worried about the wrong race. Yeah, buddy, if your skin is
Thank you for your help,
as a
kind
turnip,
travelers.
worry less about the rights to wave
If you
your
hadn't
racial
come to my
history
aid,
around
I
and
surely
more
would
about
have
your
rotted.
not this.
now.
Oh, not you.
Adult whose rent
Come
is less
on,
than
man.
$4,000
I
a
understand.
month. You're
Don't
so
say that.
child.
I only
With
escaped
that
this
sort of
predicament because
projection,
of
you're
you.
definitely the
I'm
backbone of the
Mundane,
anti-aging
a supplier
industry.
for Ming-Ching Jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of antiques. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same booths that I have. Is there anything that you lack?
This is what my bank wrote to me this morning, and below is my reply.
And what might that be?
Victoria, we've suspended this transfer for a sanctions
Of course we
review.
do.
We need information
Now, just
for
give
this
me a moment,
transfer.
and
What
I-
does this
Look,
reference,
I didn't
Bach
recommend any
6
water 'cause I
Solo
smell
Sonatus Partitas, refer to? If the Bach is related to a person or a business, we need their full legal name, all the details. Give us some information. Who is Bach? If we don't get this information, we may have to reject or block this transfer.
Absolutely no need for this.
Oh wow, that was probably the most pathetic knuckle crack I've ever made on the microphone. Thanks for taking care of this serious problem. The detailed reason for this transfer is that I am a musician and am being paid for the use of a recording of mine. The reference refers to exactly which recording they used. Please see my website. And in answer to your other question, full legal name of Bach is Kapellmeister Herr Johann Sebastian Bach. Date of birth, March 31st, 1685. Probably
see.
best not to
Okay.
try and track him
Hey
down.
there!
Country of
A guy
residence,
called Mung Dan
ancient
told us that we could get a nice and shiny
What?
box from your
Manners,
store.
Germany. Oh, there you go.
Uncle Mung
With best
already told
wishes,
me about it.
Victoria Malova.
Think many of the best
Remember
goods are
this
up
beautiful
here.
catastrophe
This can
in a
take-
courtroom?
Yep,
For
yep,
context,
yep.
this man
Hang
was
on a
being
moment.
accused for trying to
Sure.
avoid
Please help
questions
yourselves.
in the courtroom.
Traveler,
was so
this
fascinating.
clay pot
Just like
is
some of the
really
mannerisms he'd
awesome.
do, like licking
If
his
we
lips
use an
and
antique as our
scratching his chin.
material, we
I'm
should
pretty sure he was an anthropomorphized
Oh,
rat.
yes.
Watching the
He
testimony,
over there.
he wasn't avoiding a question
Great.
at all. He wasn't sure there was a question at all. And this super hyperactive Wish.com Rick from Rick and Morty blanked. But he wasn't avoiding anything. He was hilarious to watch. Oh, Peter's back.
Supremacy is at the root of why people think it's okay to eat other animals.
False. Taste is the root of why people eat animals. Meanwhile, in the back rooms, why don't you no-clip into some big freezing
Keep me
stuff?
away
I
from
hope your
the hole,
eyebrows
man.
catch fire. How did this get downvoted? Let me help you out, buddy. Boop. I cannot burp. As such, I avoid soda, since the gas just builds up to unpleasant effect and can take days to dissipate. It's not pleasant at all. We have a local movie theater that only serves Dasani water. I get Sprite there, with
That's
lots of
awesome.
ice,
Okay,
let
let's-
it melt
let's-
and
okay, let's
sip
actually
it.
go get
And I
this
bring
stuff done.
Tums, just to avoid drinking Dasani bottled lake scum. If I see the word gaslight one more time, I might get off the internet forever. Oh, you're not even seeing it that much. It's all in your head. Seeking a bestie who loves grunge, Netflix
What are
binges,
you?
and going down
Why
on each
are
other.
you
Jesus,
doing
his
this to
friendship
me?
has escalated very
What?
quickly.
Okay,
Meet the new breed of girlfriends with benefits.
That's called gay. You're gay?
No, thank
Who
you.
the hell
I
do you
don't
think
talk
you are?
politics.
No, it's not.
Who do you think you are?
Meanwhile, on Cardi B's mind,
I forgot.
was
What?
such a bad
Who
mood
the?
today.
Oh, no.
I feel like my old self. Oh no! Hide y'all drinks, boys. Cardi B has blocked you. Why are boys so against wigs? Imagine if your man came home and just hung his muscles up in the closet. You know, I do kind of imagine that in a world of things all just reversed, where part of men's fashion was to wear fake muscle
Can you
clothing.
die
Like,
already?
I feel like
Can you at least
90%
get
of
your
men's
shield out of the
fashion
way?
would just be skin suits. Hey, nice skins, bro. Thanks, bro.
As the
It's
saying
custom tailored
goes,
to my
you never-
flesh.
Leave
I
me
was
and my
working in a
family
movie
alone.
theater in France. A customer started
not
an
gonna think
argument
about
with
it.
my manager, who was a highly functional alcoholic and did not give a frick about pleasing Karens. She stupidly went, "The customer is king," to which he replied, "We're in French. We decapitate kings." Hi, Kim with a hereditary vendetta against cooks here. Campbell's, your new commercial with the two dads makes me
Stop
sick.
doing your little
Hi,
dancey
Kim.
dance.
If you're
Stop.
feeling sick,
Stop.
please suggest enjoying a delicious can of
Oh,
Campbell's
thank
chicken noodle
heavens.
soup.
Oh,
Make sure to enjoy it hot so that it can help warm up your cold, dead heart. Fiance gets back from deployment in 2 days. How do I get rid of these? Don't worry, girl, I got you.
Oh.
Makeup. Loads and loads of
Oh,
makeup.
dude.
Preferably white.
That
Cover
was
the
terrifying.
face area as well to match the neck. Get yourself a red nose
That's
to finish the
the first
cover.
one,
That
bro.
way you can look like a clown since your relationship is a freaking joke. My daughter, Ivanka, just arrived in South Korea. We cannot have a better or smarter person representing our country. Why not? illiterate were created to solve a big problem and thrived thanks to the patriarchy. Come to one of the boys' cabins at youth camp and you'll delete this. If you're jacking off multiple times a week, something is wrong with you. For real.
You the dean of dich beating, the one co-warden.
She the jerk judge or something?
Acting like she wrote the e-masturbation proclamation. A caller has replied to your comment on Halo's post.
The show doesn't deserve to be called Halo either. It barely qualifies for a space circle. Oh yeah, even autonomous vehicles can see the trash that was this show. Featuring our favorite hero, John Space Circle. More reflections on that amazing court case that was. This attorney drove home his point with all the precision of a blindfolded man hammering nails into a spinning 2x4 while on a treadmill with his laces tied.
It's only an unpaid internship if you don't steal enough office supplies.
Stealing is wrong.
You mean unpaid internships? I agree.
Nobody streamed this and still have buyer's remorse.
I laughed harder when my dad died.
Why are vampires always wealthy in movies? Like, how do they make a living?
If you've been alive since 1892 and still broke, just step into the sun.
Watching a Razorhead with my girl. Good times.
Alec would too.
With this roof one time till he swung. She's meditating. Can you hold it down a little?
I got some liquid for you.
At least no one is arguing, right?
You ball like the baby in a Razorhead.
SWAT bullets just kept stacking. Like 20 feet high stack of SWAT bullets.
I wish we could choose our baby fathers.
Oh, someone come tell her before I do, because I'm a hurt her feelings.
COVID-19 has killed 1.6 million people in the world, and you are alive. Use a few seconds to thank God. Oh, man. Thanks for killing 1.6 million people.
Pants were invented for men, not for women. It's really impossible for a woman to wear pants, jeans, yoga pants, dress pants, leggings, dungarees, etc. without sexualizing her body, since they highlight her legs, curves, and rear ends. Women who want to be modest should not own pants at all.
That's a lot of words for nobody will freak me.
Also, dude, I'm sorry, but what kind of clothing do women wear that doesn't have their body sexualized because of their curves? Unless they walk around in a potato sack or an inflatable suit, their curves are gonna show. Would you rather have $30 million or 30 million loyal friends?
What the frick am I gonna do with 30 million friends?
I don't know. Taylor Swift has found a good use for them. Hopefully that doesn't age like milk by the time this video comes out and we find out that Taylor Swift has taken all those Swifties to storm the government buildings.
If you can see the dirt on them, clean them. Otherwise, there's no point.
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis said that they only bathe their kids when you can see dirt on them.
Wow. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis treat their kids like I treat my jeans.
I don't want to die here. I don't want to die.
Animal test 6308.
Easily said they were
Too late for
friends
regret.
and only had this one interest of
Have
testing
fun
their
with this
stuff.
gift.
Is both kind of funny and fun to say.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Evil conquering. Walter White unfused. My son, 16's
I'll see about
is 9.
Squirrel
He has
Mark
no
II.
phone and no control access without a parent sitting in the room. Doesn't have to do in that situation. Just twiddle their thumbs or stare at the child.
Drink repeats its course, huh?
Then it
No
is
sense
limited
of
to an hour.
respect.
There are parental households on the TVs
going
and you
in.
can only watch certain TV programs.
Absorption test.
You're 16. Do you want your child to become an independent adult, or do you just want them to rely on you all?
Enhanced animal module 75.
Entire life because you want them to be their perfect little mummy's boy.
Wow, crazy that those are going to be the exact rules you follow in the nursing home. You're hilarious on this app.
1 minute you against online bullying, and the next you're calling T.I.'s son an albino chicken nugget. Pick a lane, people.
Maybe students shouldn't take out loans they know they can't pay back or will have a tough time doing so.
Take responsibility for your actions first.
Hey, this was on your timeline.
I'm raising money for struggling to make the monthly rent payment. Click to donate.
Emerge.
Called yourself arrogant.
As a child,
Let know my sword. Stay put. Come on now.
Wallet dropped.
A sight to behold. Ring cutter. Show them.
Church went a little too far. Closest thing I'm doing to your box is making me laugh off.
Don't be scared.
trouble isn't too long with money, but of courage.
Please give me a list of hotels and airlines that accept courage as
Just like we rehearsed. I'm always watching.
because I'm brave.
Let me read you a verse. Hey, go on. Come on out.
If she were to
Get out of here.
the first move, ma'am, guy would talk to a tree that approached him first. I know that we commonly hear that the standards for women is really low, like just being respectful is considered a positive trait in a guy, but you also got men walking around being swept off their feet because a woman said hello unprompted. Hi there.
What?
I said hi there.
Marry me.
This is why I don't approach first. Trump is a big
Big play.
This one?
No rest.
Our bond is strong. I summon thee. Yes. Shadow Raven. Black Knight.
Say,
Witness the power of the wild. Lightning. Shadow Book. Don't set him, Field.
Voldemort. He looks like a very bulgy and veiny
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Jesus. Could have been
A minor step. I'll settle this. Let me weave you a verse.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Immigration controls. Ooh, your racism got a little bit exposed there for a bit, didn't it? Better put a cap back on that. Your first mistake was choosing to read a Screen Rant article. Screen fart article. That diss was so creatively impotent. You should write for them.
You know what I'm saying? Hardcore! It's gotta be the most idiotic thing. Oh,
You can't run.
Yeah.
The night is cold. Cold. Mine to command. Midnight Phantasmagoria. Lights out. Don't be scared. You can't run. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Was it done?
I don't really know what the plan is. We're kind of stuck down here right now.
No rest.
Wilson's dad has been investing money into a crypto scam company. Is there any way to get his money back? He says he's giving his money to a broker called Crypto Guider, and the platform he's been using is called whatever that is. He's put $10,000 into this thing, and he says he's got $26,000, but they won't let him take his money in.
Leave it up to
He
me.
says they're going to try and make him a deal
Get
to
outta
save
here.
his company. He's been putting money into this thing since October of 2022. Edit. Since posting this, I've been privately messaged by several people advising me on how my GFS father can get his money
Strike
back.
is one.
Some of your advice has been
As a good night should.
Other advice has been to reach out to a law agency. I intend on reporting this, but if you message me, I'm just going to assume you're a recovery scammer, even if your intention is
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Nope, this is a very common topic on this subreddit.
Your life
You
is
will
mine.
not get your money back. Warning.
As a dutiful maid,
In this way, and in your
break a
box,
leg.
someone can get your money back for you. They are also scammers. Reporting and block. They are
Everybody
strict.
stand back.
Sorry to say that money is unfortunately long gone. I got 2 people messaging me about this right now. Thank you for letting me know. I was never going to use their services, but did we just dodge a scam? Or was he really
As a
just
good night should.
nice pictures? Like, oh,
Strike is one.
it's been sitting in my mind for months.
Get outta
I've tried
here.
looking through this stuff to see if anybody encountered
Fly,
anything
fly.
similar, but
Observe.
yes. So,
Give
my
up.
friend and I traveled.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Your life is mine.
We were sitting by the canal, chatting and chilling. Then a guy came up to us and asked us to take a picture of him with the view using his phone. We only took a couple of pictures for him. Then he checked the pics and was like, oh, his phone screen cracked, so the quality of the pics were not good. He liked Amsterdam, so he really wanted nice ones. He then asked us if he could use our phone to take pictures for him. Then send them. No. I thought it sounded weird, like screen crack and pic quality aren't really related. So I told him we use both, Androids, for one thing. He said, okay, and left. We saw him went to another group of girls, and I think they also declined because he walked away from the canal. So this has been sitting on me and my friend's mind. Did we escape the scam? Oh, absolutely you did, for sure. Simplest version would be that you get your iPhone out to take pictures, start to send the airdrop, then he acts confused as it's not coming through and innocently asks to see your phone, where it's sending, and then bam, when you're not paying attention, he grabs your unlocked phone and runs off. Boom! Oh yeah, that would have been bad. Is this a scam? If so, what's the end game here? I don't know. Are you planning on gifting me 2K? Actually, that's a good idea. don't get offended why I'm sending you some cash, dudes. Honestly, the company I invested in, they reel on giveaway today, so support people who need some help to pay off their rent and bills or fixing up some things out for good living. This is a huge blessing that normally comes in a while. They do this to support people, although trying to pay off their bills, this is just the worst thing ever. Let me make it a little more robotic. To pay off their bills, or for those trying to fix up something nice this year, but I know it's hard to believe anyone would want to give you money these days, but I'm serious at this subject, so tell me how you would like to receive the gift of $2,000, Cash App, Tag, bank transfer, PayPal, Zelle. Hope you have one.
Exactly, bro.
Oh, this guy, who seems like an average Joe on his pics, but has some posts about Bitcoin earnings with some screenshots of Bitcoin. But not too many, mainly doing average Joe stuff. What's the end game here? Would he then send more than he says and ask to send some back? Any way to actually get something out of this, or lose and report? In order to receive your blessing, you'll have to front up some sort of transaction or verification fee. Then they take your money and don't give you anything. It's that easy.
I've been waiting
Advance
for
fee.
you. Returning
Yeah, they use
from
words like
Joyanne
blessing
Karst.
to give it a religious overtone. Nigeria, Jamaica, and India are making billions. Carter's mom asked for social security number to make him a beneficiary on a life insurance plan, and he got a text this week telling him that a payment is due and something feels off.
Oh, God.
All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty here. What kind of scam would
This
be going
palace
on?
floats in the
It was
skies,
definitely
higher
his
than the
mother.
peak of
I've
any
never heard of an
mountain.
insurance company
From
sending
this
a
bench,
beneficiary
I have
a
been
bill
gathering the
for a
funds
life
necessary
insurance
to
plan.
build it. At
Can anyone
first,
explain
it
what
was
could
but
be
the
happening?
size of
I'm trying to
one
get him to
room.
call the office. Verified
Now
number
it is
the
large
local
enough to blot out the
independent
moon and the
office, because
skies
at first
above
it seemed
Lehigh.
like maybe a phishing attempt.
One
And
day,
I'm trying to get him to
I
request a
believe it
copy
will
of the policy.
overshadow all
He seems to
7
believe it's not a big deal, and his mother got
Not
defensive when
many
he
from
spoke with her
outside
earlier
Lehigh
today
earn the
after
right
the
to
text.
ascend to the
Update.
Jade Chamber.
I'm very glad
As
after
such,
reading this
I
that
have
I'm
been
totally
putting
not
eyes and
overreacting
ears-
and should have been as
And I
concerned as
finally
I
got wind
was.
of-
He called the insurance company to inquire about the policy
Everyone
and
at
was told
one
that his mother has been paying for life insurance for he and his sister
At
since
the
they were
quake.
children. Apparently, she was late on the payment, and his contact
Our
information
eyes
was
and
listed
ears
for
are more than
alerts.
sufficient.
And
Well, I
when he
wouldn't
talked to his
expect you
mom,
to
she
try.
said she was just a few days late on a payment. After not being completely satisfied, we checked his Credit Karma account, and he has no new open account or anything suspicious either. I'm absolutely going to be diligent about this with him and make sure he's protected a bit, because he's not exactly on great
I
terms
believe
with his
that
family.
you've heard of the
Thank you
Archon
all.
War.
Well, I hope everything's okay there. Legit scam
Many
or
gods
just
used to
straight
walk
up
this earth,
crime? Got
and
stopped
many
by a
long
man in the
wars
middle of
were
an
fought between
on-ramp on
them
the
that did not
highway.
abate
He stood
until
in the middle of the
2,000
road and
years
had me
ago.
pull over. He seemed
Much
in
blood
distress,
was
so I
shed,
rolled down my
and
passenger
many
window to
lives
ask
were
if he was
lost.
okay. He gave
In
a
the
quick
end,
story about how he
only
was from a
7
distant city
victors
and was
remained
robbed or
standing
whatever.
in Tibet.
He asked me for money for
They built
gas.
si-
He
you
then
can see
took off the
Goyim
gold chain
stone
around his
beneath
neck
the
and a large
spears lie
gold ring on his
those
finger,
cast down
offering
by
it as
rest.
exchange
Not only
for
is it
gas money.
true that
Up
God's
until this
another
point,
Lord of
everything
Geo
seemed
will
legit.
even
But
in a
something about
new
the way this
era.
guy was just throwing
Liu
jewelry at me
Qixing
seemed
remained
off.
Rex
As
Lapis'
politely as
former
possible, I gave him
subjects.
back his jewelry and
Do
said
you
I don't have
really
any
think
cash
us
on me.
capable of
He
having
then
played
said
a
just
part
follow
in
me
his
to an
demise?
ATM. Yep, that's
Of
where it is. That's
lacking
where it
the
is.
foresight
I said
to
no,
see the
thank you, and
certain
drove off.
repercussions.
Was this a legitimate interaction? It almost
That day it
never
happened.
is.
One of our
it?
enemy has long hiding
These
the
types of
Exuvia was in.
situations will get you carjacked or even killed in some parts of the world.
What
OP
do
needs
you
to watch
think,
some more
traveler?
zombie/apocalypse movies or spend some time in Joburg. No! Don't spend time there, please. The only people following me are Reddit OnlyFans models with barely any karma.
Well
Is this a
answered.
scam? I don't know. Just from that description, it sounds like one to me. Everyone I can see following me
scenery
have
out here is
OnlyFans and
fine
barely any
indeed.
karma and no posts. They have a link tree of things. Is this a scam? All followed me at about the same time. Is it common? It's definitely a scam. In the past 2 days, I've gotten 5 followers. Yeah, that same thing happened to my old Reddit account. That's why I deleted it, because it's garbage. The scam is they follow 1 million people. 50 click on your profile, 1 signs up. Feel free to block or ignore, but those accounts don't know who you are. But is it a scam at that point, or is it just really garbage bot advertising in the hopes that you get the 1 sign up out of 1 million people to your OnlyFans? My dad is helping his girlfriend by receiving packages? I've heard of the scam before, but I don't know what it's called, and I'm having trouble searching for it. All I know is, 40 years younger, they met online, probably Facebook. She allegedly buys and sells stuff on the internet to make a living, and she needs my dad's assistance. He said he receives packages, but I don't know what happens after that, or whether he's giving her money. Anyone know what this is called and how it works? Ah, here we go. The person he is dating does not exist. Open the packages. There are one of 2 things. books or boxes with cash stuffed in them, or relatively expensive merchandise purchased with stolen credit cards. If they contain a book stuffed with cash, they're the result of a scam. Please open these boxes and contact the person who sent the package. They were just scammed and need that money returned to them. If they contain relatively expensive merchandise, typically $100 or more, the authorities will ultimately come after your father, as these packages were shipped directly to him. Oh boy. Got a text today that said, "PayPal fraud department. Did you attempt a transaction of $93.39? Please reply with yes or no to approve or deny the transaction. If no, customer service will contact you shortly." I'm fairly certain it's fake since I don't see any other charges or activity on my PayPal. But it didn't include a link, so I don't see what the scam is. Should I respond? Seems interesting. The scam is they find a live person who's gullible enough to respond to a text from an unknown number. The next step is to get you on the phone and talk you into giving them information that you shouldn't be giving out to gain access to your account. Since, as you already said, there's no transaction, just delete and ignore. Funny story, something did happen to me with my PayPal account recently. It actually kind of surprised me. It seemed so weird because some random dude, some random scammer, sent me a direct request for $600 and then wrote, "This is a bill for blah, 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 blah." It was just kind of weird that they just sent a request, so I didn't even ignore it. I didn't even click deny or anything like that. I just let it sit there. And then a month later, he retracted it, so he just gave up. I thought it was quite funny. Avoided airport cab scam at Heathrow. Oh, yeah. Just flew into Heathrow in London for the first time at around midnight. We exit to grab a cab, and there's someone standing in the exit asking people if they need one. There aren't many people around, and we think he might be the airport's cab attendant, but we're confused. We say we need a cab, but are hesitant, and about a second later we notice in the distance where the real airport is.
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground.
The scout points us to a completely different direction and to follow him. We don't move. He notices that we've seen at this point where the real cab queue is. He says, "There's a 2-hour wait for cabs right now. Come with me." We refuse and walk up to the real queue and got a cab to our hotel.
Merchants have always been attracted to secrets.
I remember
the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you.
Heathrow, of course.
Are they, traveler?
I made sure before getting there that I had my girlfriend at the time, a family friend of theirs who does private driving. I made sure to hire him directly instead. I am not going to get into a cab. It's like my first outing in a foreign country. I'm not going to do that.
I originally thought her a bit too
grab a cab and there's someone
hard-headed.
standing at the exit asking
With someone of her character on the
This happens
GC,
at every airport.
I've had some
And
extra
any
messes,
airport
but
I've been
after she
to
said
has signs
those were,
posted
well,
about it. In general,
I
you
must
should
say,
not
I
follow
won't
random
deny
strangers
that Rex
pretending
Lap-
to be able to help you or give you free things.
Indeed.
Always look up the
It's
official services.
I called for the
You're
gag
right. We're
order
from
with
Chicago,
Rex
where
Lap
there
as
are
a
signs
step, allowing
everywhere
the
about
right
it.
of parting
It was
to
just
take.
late and we'd been traveling all day and we're confused thinking he was the attendant. That's how they get you. House
Of
across the
course.
street is for rent. There's a real listing and a fake one. The house across the street from me has been listed for rent for a bit now, without much foot traffic.
It's
Not surprised, given
we
that
have
they're
made
asking.
quite a bit of
The
trouble for
company
you
that owns it has
recently.
done a bunch of renovations, though, and it's looking nice. All of a sudden yesterday, there was a steady flow of potential renters looking at this house. It's one of those self-tour things. Sign up for a time, they'll send you the lockbox code. One family knocked on our door and asked if we knew the owner. I told them it's a corporation, but I don't remember off the top of my head. They'd been texting with some guy who wanted them to cash app the deposit, and the rent was half the market rate. Been there long enough to know instantly that was a scam. Asked my better half, and she remembered the company's name, looked it up in the county records to confirm. We called the company and let them know about the fake listing. I'm guessing they changed the code almost every daylight hour since someone's been standing outside, unable to get in for their tour. I've now stopped over a handful of people from getting scammed. Some have driven over 2 hours to see this place. I stuck some signs on the door warning people of the fake listing with the company's approval. Reported the fake listings I found on Rent.com and Apartment Finder, but they're still up. No, of course they are. Called the police non-emergency number 2. Let's hope no one else gets taken by these scammers. If you got any other ideas, please let me know. Damn. Whoever ends up renting that place is going to find they have a heck of a good neighbor. I mean, I'll say. That's putting it lightly. I've been getting an uptick in these wrong number texts, often with the red flag, stilted language like, sorry to bother you with my presence, but they never ask for anything or follow up after I say wrong number, so I'm not really sure what the scam is. I've never had them tell me I could unsubscribe before, though, so that's fun. I'm Alice. Are you the finance professor that Jesse referred you to? Nope, wrong number. Sorry. Bye. Oh, yeah, there it is. Reply stop to unsubscribe. Cute. Someone got their 2 scam scripts mixed up. That is just adorable. Is this a scam? I don't understand what their aim or end game could be. I feel like that's their strat now. Just be confusing. I have an item listed on Facebook Marketplace for $2K. A buyer messaged me with an offer. I countered, and then they asked for my address to pick it up. I gave it to them, and they said they'd be here Sunday. Today rolls around, and I asked if they're coming. They responded with a live location sharing of them on my block, but not quite at my building. I respond with my own live location and tell them to come to my building lobby. Then they never respond, and the location sharing stops. I look at their profile and realize it's a 2023 account with one friend, both based in Angola. So how did they spoof their location and why? They never asked for a phone number or anything like that, so now I'm just a little spooked. Thanks in advance. Do you have security cameras and a good lock on your doors? It's possible you're being set up for a robbery, especially with a high-value item. Always meet buyers somewhere in public, like a police station, parking lot, and make sure they don't follow you or slip a GPS tracker in your vehicle. Thanks. I suppose that could be a possibility. Luckily, I live in a very secure building, so it'd be difficult for anyone to come in and try anything. 14-year-old daughter wants to meet her online friend? Oh boy. My daughter met, supposedly, another girl her age online from a game over a year ago. Says she's her best friend and lives about 1.5 hours from us, and now wants to meet her in person. I don't want to deny my daughter the chance to meet her friend if she really is legit, but my don't meet strangers off the internet alarm bells that were drilled into me are going off. Apparently the girl's parents want to have a video call with all of us. Them, their daughter, me, my wife, and our daughter first, and then we meet at lunch at Applebee's halfway between us. I know it would be easiest for me to just say no, but she has been hounding me to be able to go and meet her friend, and says she and the girl have exchanged pictures of them doing specific things like having a tissue box on their head, and that she knows the difference between a girl her age and a weirdo pretending. I don't see the angle of how a scammer would benefit from chatting and role-playing horses for a whole year just to meet a kid in public with her parents. So I wanted to see if they're willing to meet in public and haven't asked for money or any personal information, I say it's most likely real as a safeguard. If you do end up driving going long, have your find my phone low key. I have a friend grab a nearby table in reserve if he's unlikely to I've always agreed on this sense of making be careful, but I mean, we live in the ages of Discord and other video calling that help me blame, for goodness sakes. Isn't there an Android version of that too? So, at this point, I haven't done that. That's how I always verify that who I'm talking to is indeed a real person, not just specific photos. Why haven't they done that yet? I probably just got scammed by a fake job. Oh no. 2 days ago, I got a text from this company called offering me a text After that, I did an interview on Skype that was... What's the hurry? And I answered around 20 questions.
Stay right there.
Cold. So horrible.
Bank account number, name, address, etc. I thought it was still legit, but I said, I need to buy an card or a Steam gift card that shows a back, too. I get it, and I know I'm probably a complete dumbass. I did ask him why, and he said the accounting department needs to see it to make sure it works. Now he's saying I will get the startup bonus for the job next week. I'll call him tomorrow. I froze my bank account to credit. Thank you all for your help. Sorry I took up people's time with my bad decision. Yeah, this is a scam. No company ever does interviews just by text. Also, no companies require their employees to use their own money to buy gift cards for the company. First off, you need to block and ignore the scammers. Next, because you gave them your social security number, you need to put a credit freeze on all your accounts. For future reference, you need to do more than just looking at the company's website. Anyone can say they represent any company. Scammers sometimes even go to the lengths of searching up who works in the company, which is extremely easy with LinkedIn, to impersonate that person. First day of work. Second day travel overseas? Is this a scam? Hi guys, I don't know if this is the right channel for this, but I'm very concerned for my friend's sister. She's a university graduate. She applied for some sort of logistics job on LinkedIn and went for an interview. She went to the office for her first day, and the next day they're asking her to fly to the Philippines
all the other nights
stock
already have their
for 2
hands
nights
full.
with flights and accommodation paid for. She's based in Singapore. The company is supposedly a well-known luxury brand. I find it highly suspicious. Is it possible for an entry-level job to ask you to go on a business trip on such short notice? Has anyone ever experienced or seen that happen? I'm just worried that she would be human trafficked to some syndicate. Let's see. She might be asked to pay for some kind of a deposit before the trip. She won't get the money back and the trip's not real. Or she'll fly to the Philippines and get kidnapped. Human trafficking is unfortunately still a thing. Either way, it kind of smells fishy. Yeah, I would quit that job now. Scammer wants my dick pics. Really, that's it? I was talking to this girl, and she started sending pictures of herself naked and kept pressing me for dick pics. I said stupidly, I'm not convinced. So she kept sending them. Finally, when I wouldn't send pics of my dick, she threatened me with a pic of my college Insta page and screenshots of my followers, saying she'd send a pic of me shirtless along with the pic of someone else's. What do I do? Congrats on being in the 99th percentile of sending no dick pics when scammer pretending to be a woman asks for them. Block, ignore, maybe deactivate social media temporarily, but they probably have your contact ready to be spammed. Anyone tells you someone weird started messaging them, explain a scammer is trying to scam you and explain that this scammer is just scamming and sending other people. So, that's what's going to happen if they do send it. And they should block and ignore them. Also, start reporting the accounts you know of. Unfortunately, Meta sucks at getting things off the platform, so probably not that they suck, probably that they don't. They love that one being such. Was my girlfriend scam? Apologies in advance for not knowing the lingo. We're basically my girlfriend got into some Forex group that operates on a platform called
I always jump back. Just watch me.
Wherever that is. And apparently, primarily targets customers in Japan. A little less than a year ago, things like until suddenly she and everyone else in the group, including the person that introduced her, lost everything.
You went for it!
When she reached out to find out more about
Drop
what
your
the hell
weapons.
happened, got a copy paste understandable, was left within thousands of dollars. The trader apologized for
I knew I should have stayed home.
She's suspicious, so she's been contacting law officers, but has been told that she needs to first contact an investigation agency to assess the likelihood of fraud. She did so, and they were all quoting about $4,000, but one of them called back today saying that they have 10 other people who simply wish to proceed with the investigation. They say it was a request to freeze the bank account. A question to investigate they comply.
This can't be.
Damn, she lost about $60,000. What do you think? Oh, your girlfriend was scammed out of the money that she invested and is now being scammed by a recovery scammer. No bank accounts have been frozen. There's no point in contacting a lawyer because there's nothing they can do. She should stop all contact with any kind of law enforcement since it's clear that she cannot tell the difference between real ones and a scammer.
But if the wine supply goes up, we're all doomed. I cannot imagine a world without wine.
Yeah, you're the one who's trying to hide your addiction
get
from
the
your
trade
wife,
routes
right?
back up and running soon.
Pretty sure. I'm assuming we're gonna talk to...
Just my luck. 250 million year old salt, and it expired 2 years ago.
Formed by the primal sea more than 250 million years ago. This 100% uncontaminated... Oh, you touched it, it's contaminated.
Yesterday, I asked my kindergartner what she did in school, and she said, nothing. Then later, I went on Instagram, and her teacher had posted a picture of her holding a crocodile. Young lady, did you suddenly go to Australia again? That's it, I'm pulling you out of Miss Frizzle's class. I started dating, and we had the idea of depositing $100 per month into an account, and if one of the two had been unfaithful, the other one would have kept the money. He cheated on me, and I got $2,900. Thank you, hot sister.
You're welcome, Steph.
Yeah! Emergency notice for the Canterbury residence group. Hope this is okay to post, but we ordered a 15-inch pizza from Westgate Pizza and received a 13-inch. It was called Liars and said it was 15 because that's what the box says. Then they hung up on us. I honestly don't care what the box says. I ordered a 15, so I expect 15. For goodness sake, this isn't Tinder. Do you ever just get a sharp stabbing pain in one of your organs and you think, ah, frick, it's finally happening? Even better when you feel that subtle pain build up and then it just dissipates and you're just there like, Guess I almost died. Oh well, back to my normal life and not acknowledging that ever again. I need legal advice. Tenant hasn't paid for 18 months. They move out and buy a house.
Well, you definitely have some evidence as to why they could have easily afforded it.
When I lost my ex at a party, I found him hooking up with another girl in the next room. Last night, I lost my boyfriend at a party and found him alone eating buffalo chicken dip straight out of the crock pot. Upgrades. Oh my god, I'm so glad they posted this because some people are meant to be wide and some small, and it's okay. Love yourself, queens and kings. Edit, never mind, I think that's a gorilla. But still, love yourself.
When you try so hard but you don't succeed.
They should make it for people with anxiety or depression that will have extroverts make phone calls and appointments for them. What if you don't have those things, but you want someone else to do these anyway? Hello? Please, I want to be included, but I don't want to have the burden.
I was checking to see if a burrito place near me had good reviews,
And the photos of the place look dingy, and the food looks greasy, and they serve it in styrofoam. And when I clicked their website, I got a 404 error. This is going to be the best food I've ever tasted.
no investment into presentation or marketing, just into the good tasting food. It'll look like dog vomit, but it'll taste like
Tasty dog vomit. I want AI to anticipate what groceries I'm running low on, search every flyer and website in my city to find the best price, and compile me a weekly list based on best deals per fewest stops. I do not want AI to make a picture of me if I were an astronaut.
Look, I'm all for this, but if you're also someone who equally is like,
But I don't want my personal information out there, but also I want an AI to do this, but I don't want my personal information out there, but I want to... See, you get the point? See, it's like a paradox. You're never satisfied.
the cylinder is found using the formula V equals pi radius squared. Using pi equals 5? What? Radius 10 and 10. Find the volume V.
Yeah, okay, hold up. Pi is... What? Having a boyfriend is great, because I always have someone to gossip to, and he won't tell anyone because he wasn't listening in the first place.
See, ladies, being as distracted as a puppy with ADHD is a good thing. My lack of retention skills is a positive. Take that, school and tests.
Presenting the world's happiest criminal.
This 99-year-old true crime fan had always dreamed of being arrested.
When the Dutch police found out that it was on her bucket list, they picked her up, handcuffed her, and threw her in the slammer. She enjoyed every minute of it.
Well, it's nice to know that there are some true crime fans out there who are very, very stable beings. Not the kinds like in, where was it, South Korea, where that true crime fan decided to literally murder someone just to see what it would feel like. Ah!
Prior authorizations be like, my doctor.
You need this medicine.
Doctor to pharmacy. She needs this medicine. Pharmacy to insurance. Her doctor says she needs this medicine. Insurance. Does she though? Let's ask her doctor. I guess I'm just not seeing the problem.
Pride of Lions eats group of poachers alive in South African game reserve.
This morning I got a drink from 7-Eleven, and the cashier said, you could get 2 more if you wanted. And so I got 2 more because I thought she meant there was a promo. But there wasn't a promo. I just paid full price for 3 of the same drink.
Why did she do this? Bro. She had rizzed you. She rizzed you and you didn't even realize it.
A brilliant illustration of how much public space we've surrendered to cars. Wow, look at all that space to fast-track your retirement. Hi, still want to meet in the park today? I know we made loose plans, so no pressure or anything. I'm still down if you are. If not, no worries. I could go either way. It's so nice out, but also a 3% chance of rain, so... I would love to see you, though, but fine not seeing you too. Let me know!
You will never read a more beautiful social media post in your life. Today, I operated on a little girl. She needed O-negative blood. We didn't have any, but her twin had O-negative blood. I explained to him that it was a matter of life and death. He sat quietly for a moment and then said goodbye to his parents. I didn't think anything of it until after we took his blood and he asked,
someone will die.
He thought he was giving his life. Thankfully, they both died.
I must leave no stone.
No one said anything. I don't care. I want it to be this way because it's funny.
Landlord said he's raising rent.
Not gonna get my
Chinese man hides in fridge as mercury hits 39.7 degrees Celsius in Guangdong. Isn't that the irony of humanity? The more we desperately try to cool things down, the hotter the world gets as a result. No one in my office is going through a breakup, and the work guy's chat was trying to think of something nice to do for her, and one of the guys very sincerely said, "Women like mac and cheese, right? Maybe we can do something with that." Well, if I were having a rough time in the office and those brought me mac and cheese, I would be cured. Maths has failed
I'll catch
me
up.
in this human population. Hey guys, it makes sense. You do the multiplication first. Yeah. So 4 times 2 plus 2. Yeah. Okay, now because 2 plus 2 is 4, then it means 4 times 4. You got 16.
This one will be frozen.
Just means I made a list of people you could sleep with.
Sacred name, fortune preserver. Life goes on.
I chose my daughter's biology teacher, Sir Starbucks, and his younger brother. Message from birth. Where are you?
Freeze!
Yes? Oh.
Hello, little child snuggled in the blankets.
My son at 16's bedtime is 9. He has no phone and no internet access without a parent sitting in the room. Then it is limited to an hour max. There are parental passcodes on the TVs, and he can only watch certain TV programs. Wow, crazy that those are going to be the exact rules you follow in the nursing home. How is it 2023 and nobody's come up with a satisfying explanation as to why cell phones never show up in our dreams if we're using them for 12 hours a day? Oh my god, you're actually onto something here. This is racking with my brain. I've done a 180 on matinees. Seeing a movie at 10 a.m., then coming out and realizing you still have the entire day left rules, actually. Hell yeah, down with whatever establishment encourages us to only socialize late at night. I'm looking at you, people over 27 who still go to nightclubs. Though I am someone who watches hour-long retrospectives of Digimon, so I really can't talk when I tell someone this hits you up on your day off. Nope. 10 a.m. That is the time, yes. Tonight at work, a customer ordered 3 meatballs. Ate them all. Ordered 3 more meatballs. Ate those too. Told his server to take out the plates before his wife got there. Wife gets there. Server takes both of their orders. He goes, I think I'll try the meatballs. What's he hiding? They must eat their fries by using this tactic. Using a gutted smoker line to hide the smoke swing now.
It's a win!
I truly love this. I'm actually in the circus. Free! The sci-fi movie is like,
Nice.
Going to the war's great. You get to give a graduation speech too. Let me hear you posting on a new hire database, fixing a bug that's been bugging him forever as a user prior to joining. He then breathed a sigh of relief and submitted his 2 weeks notice.
Orders given. Orders received.
If we criticize food, we become sinful. May God forgive me, but I hate even looking at it.
Working 5 days a week just to be free for 48 hours just doesn't sit right with me. Let's be honest, you're not free. You're just catching up on all the things you didn't get time to do. Like, be happy. Hopefully. So hopefully you can achieve that on the weekend. You ever been too nice and ended up in a situation that you could have avoided if you'd just been an a-hole? Easy solution to this, just say you're prioritizing your mental health. Then you could be an a-hole to everyone. How slang spreads. Here's slang for first time. Hate on it. Use it ironically. Can't stop using it. It's lit fam. Hello person with cat growing out of head. What are your thoughts? Just thinking how streaming companies forgetting their entire existence is based on being slightly more convenient than piracy. That very evident lesson learned less than a decade ago. Funny how the desperation for making a quick extra buck makes them forget. What are the Starbucks words for small? Small coffee. What word do I say when I order? Please hurry. Someone please, oh my freaking god!
Starbucks, what can I get you?
Maybe. Wasn't meant for this world.
I cannot believe I am from a generation who paid for ringtones. If this little rectangle made a single sound these days, I'd smash it up. Oh god, yes, the fact that there were ads too. Ads for ringtones. Wow. I'm not old, you are. Shut up. The tribulations of a parent trying to assist homework.
I don't even know what this is asking him to do!
Look, in his defense, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Write a way to make a 10 to solve 8 plus 9? Like, oh, okay, and there's 3 numbers to put in here. Wow. On my friend's 21st birthday, we were all going out drinking. Before he left, his grandfather told him if he really wanted to drink everyone under the table, he should drink 3 shots of olive oil to coat his stomach. So he did. And as soon as we got to the bar, he pooped his pants. Can always rely on your grandpa to make the event memorable. A girl messaged me saying that I post too much and I'm ugly. I did a little digging and found out that she works at a spa an hour away. I made an appointment and asked for her specifically. Needless to say, she will be waxing and bleaching my butthole tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I remember reading this one time. I don't care. It's great. I love it. Dude at Starbucks just left the crowded store and went, "Bye, everyone." And every single person in that store said goodbye. I literally just met the main character. Oh my god. Truman? I was talking to someone about planting food and fruit trees in public spaces, and they were like, "Why, so everyone can steal the food?" And I was like, see, that's the problem right there. Why should taking fruit off a public tree be stealing? Well, I don't mean to dack myself at this party and take a nice, shiny, thorough, freaky poop in the middle of the dance floor, but they'd be against this because it's just too much hassle to deal with. What if someone gets sick from the fruit trees? Who do they sue? What if someone tries to mess with them, poison them, or affect them in any way that does affect others? Who is responsible for taking care of them? The idea is nice, but the logistics, I mean, they hardly take care of the hospitals properly. You think they're gonna bother with trees? The best homemade dinner on the planet. All of the UK eats like the Germans are still flying overhead. Okay, I do agree with the presentation. Absolutely does ring like that, but oh man. I am there, like dirt, discarded remains of filth of their society as an Australian, and even I can acknowledge that that's a good time right there. Remember 4th grade PE when you ran a 5-minute mile in street clothes and then went directly to math? Yeah, I blame school for my bad hygienic habits. Yeah, I've been sweating in the shirt all day and stink as hell, but no, it's fine. Whenever people tailgate me when I'm going 40 in a 35, I always purposely slow down because it's like, I gave you an extra 5 and you didn't appreciate it, so now you get nothing. Shout the frick out to my Uber driver last night who turned off the radio, asked, "Is it cool if I take a call?" Then broke up with his long-distance girlfriend over the phone for the next 20 minutes. Wildest ride of my life, but ultimately, I think you both made the right choice. Man, Uber rides have gotten intense since I've not bothered both financially and just socially to go out at night. Hermit life! I never realized how bad I am at flirting until after the fact. Mario Kart is actually life. Well, I haven't played a video game since middle school. Oh, shaking my head, you're missing the frick out. Sorry, boo. You can reteach me. There's like 4 buttons, but okay. I'm not even going to laugh or make fun of this person at all, because I know that there is somewhere out there is a server that has in its clutches the evidence of my attempts to make a woman even acknowledge that I'm trying to flirt. Simplified to one message so you seem chill. No, not young Jack's tactics. Extra points if you completely misread the vibes of the conversation. Telling her parents you cream pie her daily is socially unacceptable, but telling them you're trying for a baby is a cause for celebrations. I do honestly agree with the absurdity of this, but I do also acknowledge that at least the latter has an intention for why you're doing that. Though 2 things are the same thing, they also aren't, you know? It's like saying, I'm good at Fortnite, and I beat children. It's crazy that we kept trying to top Heath Ledger's Joker with more scary Jokers instead of putting Sacha Baron Cohen in the brightest purple suit we could find and let him mime a kind of terror that we aren't ready for. Oh, I want this. I'm all for bringing back that energy of the Joker that screams, I'm having a great time, as he's blowing up buildings and being beaten in the face by Batman. Don't let anyone tell you having a girlfriend is easy. There is chocolate all over the duvet and on the beautiful tray. We can't wash that. And I'm annoyed. Don't eat chocolate in the bed again. Also, would be fun to rent a van to do a group winery day.
I'm not sure how mad you are based on these two texts back to back.
This just in. Deodorants were created to solve a fake problem and thrived thanks to the patriarchy. All natural deodorants are a scam. Honestly, antiperspirants are a scam too.
Come to an anime convention and you will delete this.
Yeah, I don't know the history of them, but don't men smell too? Don't women hate smelly men? Maybe the pricing of them is absolute scam, but I kind of think we all need this regardless of gender. Should I put this crystal in his car? Wow.
Oh, my fat butt thought this was chicken. I was gonna say put it in his mouth. Are they all the same family?
I miss going to college.
This ain't college, that's a clone farm.
In 2012, a Chicago man bought a car for $600, registered it in his ex-girlfriend's name, then parked it in O'Hare Airport and racked up 678 parking tickets, totaling $105,761. Damn, there is a degree of overexerted pettiness here, but also not. I mean, he was doing damage just by leaving it lying around. It's fine, Bethany. We can retouch it. You don't have to jump. Why did they make her hide? I didn't want to jump because I know I'd bring you all to shame. Big thanks to our tour guide who took this group photo of us here in these crisp, clear waters. Shame you can't say that about the photo. Dear Amazon, I bought a toilet seat because I needed one. Necessity, not desire. I do not collect them. I am not a toilet seat addict. No matter how temptingly you email me, I'm not going to think, oh, go on then, just one more toilet seat. I'll treat myself.
You never know what toilet seat is perfect for you until you've tried them all.
Today, my daughter's preschool teacher told me she was going to separate the kid and her BFF because they're codependent and fall apart without each other. Like, okay, thanks, Miss Smith. Where were you when I was dating in my 20s?
Also, I went to a sleepover, and the girl I liked climbed into bed with me, and she started tickling me, and I was like,
okay, well, time for bed.
And I think about that twice every 5 minutes.
I feel like that's kind of my biggest gripe so far with the story. Isn't really consistent characters. We have like Benji, we have Aether, Pylon. Like they're the most consistent three. But like Jean, and I feel like I don't know Jean. I feel like I don't know Jean. I mean, I know them who they are and their existence, but I don't feel like I know them as people. I guess that's what the story quests are for. That's probably why I'm more biased towards Amber and Kaya, because those are the story quests I've seen before. But that's kind of my general consensus, is that the main story so far, like the backdrop, I mean, it's not a revolutionary story by any means. You know, the whole backdrop of the hero's journey of defeating the dragon, but then the dragon isn't actually evil, it's like being manipulated. That was a fun twist, that the dragon wasn't the main villain, it was like a manipulating, the dragon was manipulated. That was a fun angle. I thought that was pretty cool, but I wish we had stronger, I guess just stronger characters. I've heard does get better. Yeah, that would probably
Windblade!
Wheel of life.
Cool it!
Opening box of Adepti Tricks.
Freeze! Dodge this! Don't get frostbite! Disappear!
But you kind of get what I'm saying, though, right?
Freeze!
A lot of characters have been, they would show up and they would be like, hey, I'm
Go.
Windblade! Cool it!
Orders given. Orders received.
So that's basically all I had to do. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little tired, a little exhausted. Yeah, that's Mondstadt done. So this is about
Men
2
prefer
days.
debt-free virgins without tattoos. No, strange guys say things like that. Everybody is allowed to have preferences, but there is something kind of strange about the virgin thing specifically. Debt-free without tattoos, whatever. But the virgin thing, I don't know why. It's another thing that just sends alarm bells going off to me. I don't know why necessarily. I'm sure someone in the comments could tell me why. Yikes. If girls on here gave me a chance, I'd be so worth it. About me. Don't go all detective. This is new for her, remember? I'm not, it's just facts. I've given her flowers, invited her to a date, and offered to help her with her church stuff. I've been a real gentleman, and she's been cold as stone. But blah, blah, blah. Rather waste time with boys. That's not her scene. Blank is the one who invited her. Also, 20-somethings don't own the beach. Don't own the beach? I don't know what you two are talking about, but man, you need to tell your homie to knock it off. You can say what you want, but women are made to be looked at. Excuse me? They're beautiful creatures. They're not creatures. They're not creatures. How many times do we have to say it? They're not creatures. Quit using that terminology. It's nasty. It perpetuates a cycle of not seeing them as people. I bet every man here has at least watched this video 3 times on repeat.
Is something wrong, Shenhe?
I'm single, so I
The
kept
color
watching
black
until I
doesn't
even
get dirty
liked the
easily.
guitar solo she was
So I
playing.
thought
And
this,
man,
but
can
in
the
a
other
cheap,
dance without
probably
even
just
really
meant the
trying.
outfit
Women
isn't
are
suitable,
made to
but for a
seduce,
festival
and men
gathering
are
with
made
friends,
to admire
a
them
night
as God
so you're
intended.
saying it's only
I don't
something I
understand the
should.
haters here in the comments,
I
but then again, I'm one of the nicest men in the world. It's probably just
I don't
me.
get it. Is something wrong?
The
The
best
color
friend
black,
you
but
overlooked.
in a
The
cheap
guy
robe,
who's
but for
always
a
there
festival.
for you.
So
but
you're
you
saying it's
friend-zoned the church guys, the nerds, the quiet guys, the short guy. Stop choosing the guy from the bar, the guy on the bike, the guy who doesn't give a rip, the guy who never calls you unless he wants something, you know. The
Thank you
guys
for
who treat you,
completing-
but that's all you want. The rich guy, he can get 10 of whatever he wants. Yet they wouldn't dare talk to the guy who has a stable job, would rather stay at home than go out, or has a hobby like video games or comics, or is quiet and shy. Because we want the guy who's 6 foot, makes $100K a year, has tattoos, and treats me like crap. Hey, I resent the tattoo remark. Don't you dare imply that that means I'm a bad person or lesser than you. Also, quit crapping on video games and comics. I've got this sneaky suspicion that, wow, you know what's crazy? Women also like video games and comics. They don't hate you for it. They don't think you're lesser for it. It's crazy. Sure, a couple do, because that's not their bag. But you know what? Stop it. Just stop it. I don't mean to call females. A lot of you are real women. I'm just over here being overlooked. Probably for a good reason. I don't really care about embarrassing myself when it comes to women. If they can't handle my personality, they clearly aren't my type. If they are open-minded enough to give me a chance to show them who I am and not just judge me off my looks, then that's who I'd think about spending my time with. So many basic bitches out there for real, and I don't mean to call females bitches. Wow, you used and females together. You are scary. A lot. Ooh, where's the a lot monster? Of you are real women, but the whole lot of them, I swear. What? And I'm just over here being overlooked, and it's totally cool. I'm in no hurry to screw with anyone or date. I got high standards, and I really don't care for one-night stands. Well, screw you if you read all this. Hey, what the hell, man? I'm just doing my job. Screw you. If the roles were reversed, what a gentlewoman. Let me get the door for you. I'll also pay for dinner. So, your place or mine? Oh, I don't think I'm ready for that. What, after all I did for you? Hey, we've got r/nice girls, it's fine. I stopped caring about women when I realized they have freaky segs with other guys that aren't me. You get what you give. I stopped caring how women feel after I learned that many will have one-night stands and do all types of freaky stuff with some guys, but then get a boyfriend and become vanilla and lie about their pasts too. Seems that being a fuckboy and dehumanizing people is the better strategy. Dehumanizing any individual is never the better strategy. That's straight up messed up and immoral. Like I said, you get what you give. I learned directly from watching how women play the game that you don't get bonus points for playing the game nicely. That's like saying it's okay for a woman to play the game and lie about how many people they slept with or how good a guy is in bed. Oh, I hate this. This is painful. Nice guys like me never get a chance, said a 35-year-old man to his 16 16-year-old niece? Am I so for going on a nice guy rant at my niece? I, 35, am currently looking after my 16-year-old female niece for the summer while her parents are out of the country for work. I've been single for most of my life, never really got the whole dating thing down. I've had my struggles, but that's neither here nor there. Here's the issue. My niece, let's call her Kay, is a... Whoa, bro. Is attractive and popular at her school. She's been dating football players since she started dating. Now, being single and somewhat jaded, I've noticed a lot of these jock types tend not to treat their girlfriends well. How do you know that? Did you watch too many movies? How do you know the guys that she's dated with the person she's currently seeing doesn't treat her well? You don't have any evidence of that, do you? Unless she has come to you and said that, you don't get to just make up crap in your head. This is weird. They have a reputation for being arrogant and self-centered. Oh, okay. Yeah, you just watch too many movies, gotcha. I've been concerned about Kay, so I decided to talk to her about it. The other night, after overhearing yet another phone conversation where Kay's current boyfriend seemed dismissive and rude to you, I sat her down for a talk. I told her that she's worth more than these athletes give her credit for, and that she should consider dating someone who genuinely values her for more than her looks. I suggested she consider dating a nice guy for a change. This is where it got heated. Kay got defensive and said I was being judgmental and didn't understand a relationship. Sure, that's probably true, okay? I may have let my frustrations get the better of me and went on a bit of a rant saying things like these jocks only care about themselves and their egos, and nice guys like me never get a chance. I also may have implied that her choices reflect badly on her. In hindsight, I can see how I came off as bitter and envious. I'm glad you could see that. She stormed off and won't talk to me, saying I was being an a-hole for generalizing her boyfriends and for not respecting her choices. I didn't mean to upset her. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. Yeah, I am. I'm sure you didn't, but you knew you were being the asshole here, so don't go asking the internet to rip you three new assholes, because you know that's what's going on down in those comments. You know it. This is just, come on, man. You absolutely could have controlled yourself better than that. She's the child. She's the 16-year-old who should not be held to the same standard as her 35-year-old uncle, okay? You needed to be the grown-up, because you are the grown-up, but you didn't act like one. She probably acted like more of a grown-up than you, and she's the kid, so wow. Really hope you learn from this one and apologize. Red Rover said cute, financially stable, emotionally mature men right over. We do exist. Either we're stuck in your friend zone because you think we're too nice, or we're not interested in dating anymore because we've given 120% every time and get crap and abuse in return. Now we're very happy by ourselves with our pet dog or cat. At least they treat us and not cheat on us or get forgotten about. Hope this helps you out, LOL. I tried being nice. Context, this was the 5th message he sent me after I deleted the chat, in response to me asking why he was rooming with someone else. I'll go off. I tried being nice. Bye? Who do you live with? Not what I asked. You're freaking stupid. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but still not what I asked. Unless that was your answer, which I wouldn't consider trying to be nice. I'm done arguing and trying with you. Please block me. I thought you were cute, but you're rude. FML, I hate it right now. I'm depressed. I feel like giving in and giving up. Anxiety kicks my ass every day. I forced myself to be nice and kind for too long. Really, you forced yourself? So you've always been mean? Maybe it's time for the serious mean no f***s-given Jason to come out. My kindness and patience will no longer be taken advantage of, because there won't be any to give. Screw people. People suck. You all suck. I'm don't playing the freaking nice guy. Be ready, because you will all not like what I'm about to become. It's all you people's fault. You're turning the nice guys into a-holes that will run the world one day. No one's turning the nice guys into a-holes. Surprisingly enough, they've been doing that just fine themselves, because they are a-holes. I'm not saying if you do call yourself a nice guy that you can't be. It's just, there seems to be a pattern here, right? Yes, but always got matches to boys, so stop. When sweet, innocent, and good guys appeal to girls, they reject him or he gets used. His mind and heart is broken when the type you mentioned approach you people fall for them.
Come a little closer.
Sure, pal. All chicks love money, right? So act appropriately. Okay, wait a minute. Hey, $4,300 is total. I mean, good for you. Seems like you're doing okay.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
I got $75. Gonna go out. Hi? How you doing, beautiful? Where are you from? Why did you send me a screenshot of your bank account? I don't know. Answer my question, though. No, you answer mine. Because you need to see how much I got so you can act appropriately. Oh, man. I'm a man and I don't agree with these guys. You still have to remember that these guys aren't bad people, they're just brainwashed. I hear you, but honestly, after a lifetime of dealing with brainwashed men who can't be bothered to learn better, no sympathy left.
Let it rain.
Then there's part of the problem. Bad guys make women feel less sympathy, thus making guys bad, and it becomes a cycle. It goes both ways, too. It's weird. If girls on here can't do shit, I'd be so worth it. But unfortunately, people's expectations are too high, and they're looking to play games, lying about what they want and dry text. Not put effort. And I'm not like most
Come a little
guys.
closer.
I'm looking for a long-term relationship.
I'm
not
gonna ruin
interested in hookups. I'm interested in something real. Right, okay. I hope you're willing to prove that, you know? I would do anything to go on a date like this where people value things like kindness and were respectful. Something that's a miracle today. In reality, when a nice Jeff turns up among bad boys, the girl always can't help but go for the bad guys and have a bad marriage. Some things never change. I do genuinely believe that these people watch too much television, too many movies, things of that nature, and then believe that that is an accurate representation of the world they live in, because it's not. Sure, that pattern might exist somewhere out there, but none of the girls I ever had crushes on who started dating sports, but none of those sports guys were rude or mean or evil, you know? Not like in the movies where the jock just thinks everyone's stupid. I never got that from anybody. They were really nice people. Once you, I don't know, spoke to them and treated them like a normal person, you'd be surprised at how normal they are. They're people too, they just have different interests to you. Whoa! Crazy! We play D&D, they play football. Who gives a shit? Have you ever seen Freaks and Geeks? I recommend it. That's probably the most accurate representation of a lot of stuff. And it's not actually accurate in any way, shape, or form at all. So just keep that in mind, I guess.
No one escapes my sight.
I guarantee you that in the years they were friends, she really screwed other dudes, and then complained to her friend about being a-holes. And in all that time, she didn't give him a second thought. And him ghosting her, I bet you he didn't do anything. He just stopped being the one who initiated conversation. I'm pretty confident that if she got off her entitled defense as ass and called or texted him, asking how he's doing, he would reply without an issue. None of what you said would surprise me if true. Did other dudes and actively sabotage his relationships in high school? Very likely, yes. The only reason blah, 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 blah. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but whatever, man. Knows a guy who had multiple relationships. A lot, 9% of the line are dating. What does that even mean, bro? Stink, you made the worst excuses to stop talking to me, I swear. Lol, literally. Want to kill myself scrolling up and looking at that crap. It genuinely made me happy and smile. And then it just went to sh**. When you were like, I don't want to get hurt mindset. And then it just went to cool, okay? Oh, dear Christ, what are we looking at here? The world is full of crap people. Lol. Mean. I'm drunk and angry, LOL. Worst date ever. Remind me in the morning to stop dating. That would be awesome. What happened? He tried to guilt me for not going over to his house after our date. Ooh, okay, so this isn't what I thought it was going to be. This is going to be interesting. Told me everything I wanted to hear. Pretended to want the same thing. Talk the talk. When it came down to it, he was like, so do you want to come over? I was like, well, it's getting late. I work tomorrow, but I'd like to see you again if you're up to it. And he was like, so that's it? Blind and dying, you won't come over? And I was like, well, this is our first date, and I said I'd like to see you again. And he was like, is that what you thought this was? Huh? I was so caught off guard. I said, you literally called me and asked me if I'd like to go on a date with you. Those were your words. And he was like, you really knew what this was, though. And I said, I literally thought this was a date because you asked me on one and I had a good time. Up until now. And he was like, so you're really not going to come over? And I said, we talked about taking things slow and agreed we wanted to see where things go and see if there was any potential in actually dating each other. After our many talks about what we wanted, he looked me dead in the eyes and said, I did all of this because I wanted to be a decent guy. I only wanted one thing from you. Looks like I'm not about to get it. I was so screwed up after he said that. I literally turned around and walked away from him and got into my car and drove off. He called me and was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I just hung up on him and blocked him. Stop dating. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Also, I'm very glad you just hung up on him. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is some disgusting shit right there. That is so nasty, so mean, so rude. As she said, he talked the talk. He knew what he was looking for, and then got a little hissy fit because he wasn't going to get it. He knew he wasn't going to get it. Absolutely. That is so sad. Look, and he successfully got a date too. He called up and said, "Hey man, you want to go out? I like you." Whoa! And she said yes. All the nice guys out there that talk about how ridiculously terrifying it is to speak to women. I don't know, this guy did it. Too bad he was also a piece of garbage. God damn. Ooh, dude, it's just, I can't apologize on behalf of the terrible men. I can't do that. I will. I apologize on behalf of all the terrible men. I know it's not really going to fix anything or help in any way, shape, or form, but I feel obligated at that point. Where to meet top 1% where... What? I'm a 29-year-old living in a major metro area. I'm in a C-suite exec earning $400K a year base salary and around $5 million total comp a year. I've looked through dating apps, Bumble, Hinge, etc., and while I don't have any trouble meeting women from there, I haven't found any that are worth pursuing. I grew up pretty broke, so I don't have a social network that includes women like myself. Okay? Where do I go to meet higher quality women, models, etc., to try and make a match? I just don't actually see the people I'd like to meet out and about. Are you Patrick Bateman? Well, here's the thing. The real question is, why do women fall for these men? Why they don't leave them alone? I think all you women out there know the answer to this question, because these types don't show their ugliness on the first date. They charm you and manipulate you, then attack you when you're hooked. Let's not blame everything on women all the time. Well, it's always the woman's fault if she willingly chooses the narcissist guy over a guy who can love her and be good with her. The problem with today's women is that they crave attention. They all do! We all do! It's not a woman thing. We all crave attention. We're young. It's natural for us to want to do that. They crave chaos and drama. Ladies, I do have to admit, you guys are chaos, but not in the nice guy way that he's implying. I know that you guys specifically just enjoy a little bit of chaos for funsies, right? Again, not like he's implying. You know what I'm getting at, right? Like viral Twitter joke chaos, you know what I mean? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you get me. Anyway, and they love uncertainty because they're always thinking if the narcissist will love them when he only wants to use them, creating a vicious cycle of violence and even death. Ooh, dude. Like I said, there's no use trying to understand women. They don't even understand themselves. They'll date bums, drug addicts, sex offenders, wife beaters, you name it, and then they'll completely ignore men like me who work hard every day to... Dude, you're on 4chan. What do you mean you work hard every day? Stop it. Get some help. I just don't understand. Like, why you gotta act like you're into me but leave me undelivered for hours, but you're talking to other people and your snap score goes up? So, I know you're just ignoring me. Right on the same thing. Like, I'm literally the nicest freaking guy ever, bro. I'll be your freaking chauffeur because you can't freaking drive, and I'll buy you food and pay for everything. I try so hard to please someone just for them to treat me like garbage and ignore me. Either tell me off or don't stop being a terrible person. Sometimes people have other friends. Your ideal relationship, my ideal relationship. Betas are treated like nothing more than discardable munches by modern women, while alphas are treated like kings by trad women. We're not the same. I don't like Homelander and that psycho being part of the joke. I don't. They're literally the most evil freaking characters I can think of off the top of my head. Currently on TV, quote unquote. If you want, your choice. I may not have much time tomorrow. I think we can meet today. I don't think it will break me. Only 1 hour max. I will go to work tomorrow. I texted Robert and said what a friendly person I am. Hey, are you there? I won't push the limits if you won't answer. Heyo! You can trust me, I'll provide my best friendly support. You're sitting with 2 of your boyfriends, I know. Audio call for 22 minutes. What? Did he... Wait, how does that work? Oh, it's the time. I must be stupid. I'm a moron. I forgot. I don't do 24-hour clocks because I can't read numbers. It's nice to see so many honest and open men expressing their experiences here. Having been involuntarily abstinent for over 2 years and single for 5, I recently gave up, and that was the most liberating feeling. Women looking for emotionally available guys is a half-truth. What they're really looking for is a garbage truck and someone gives them the whole spa treatment after we dump out all their toxic trash in some proverbial landfill. For what? As a halfway decently attractive guy with plenty of hobbies, interests, world travels, I can barely even get a date. Are you actually trying or are you being rude? But that's okay, because I recently realized the majority of women I'm talking to aren't that interesting anyway. When do you have everything handed to you and have society that panders to your every desire? You end up, oh my god, you end up having a very boring person that has no idea what struggle really is. Oh, shut up. We're moving on, you dork.
Like I want to be able to, let's say, know more about Lisa, which is whose quest we're doing today, which there's a big thing about that I will get to in a sec. But so we're going to be doing Lisa's Archon quest today, and then after that we're probably going to go in chronological order of how we get them until we eventually complete all of them and go to Leeway and of course. Queen Florida.
Medusa, Empress of the Garden. Okay, that does look like an actual video game boss. I must have said that name wrong. Either way, how does this flower feel really expensive? Phil, the Patriot of Home Protection, feared by the HOA. My house mascot. Oh yes, the Ohio woman who refused to take down a 10-foot-tall werewolf decoration. Is she a furry? Biblically accurate Luigi? Okay, that's great. Why are there multiple of him? How did you... What in the world is wrong with you? Medusa, Terror of the Skies. Oh, Medusa, I see. I'd honestly like a retelling of the Lightning Thief with this actual Medusa, not the one we got. This one. I prefer this one. Mike, Deity of Disorder. Flareon. Sylveon, Glaceon, Mike. I don't know, Mike seems to be the most fun. Ultimate Cop, he brings the end of crime. I highly doubt it. I've seen people try to use those. They do not make you any faster. Zeb, Thrower of Objects. Warning, Zeb throws objects. Please be aware, his aim is accurate. I bet it is. If all he gets to do all day is chuck people, sometimes literally, of course he's going to be more accurate than normal. Eminem, Protector of the Holy Land. Oh, he's from Israel? Is that right? Christ, Holder of the Moon. Seems like a somewhat small object for Jesus Christ to be holding up, but hey look, it's a starter. It's his warm-up. Florida Man, the cursed one. Average person from different US states. God, I hate Midjourney. And this is dumb. Let's move on. Found an absolute chunk of a jellyfish. Holy crap. I know that they're quote-unquote safe to touch on top, but maybe don't touch the giant beached jellyfish at all? Skelevox, Deceiver of Weebs. Wait, what? I think every company that manufactures anime statues should do this. At least one time per customer. Just a little bait and switch. Nope, you got a skeleton. Echoes, the Weather Paladin. This is such an ancient one. I've always wondered if it's been highly edited at all. I mean, come on, look at this thing. The tallest palm tree in the world. That's not going to be a hard boss to defeat. You blow on it and it'll tip over. Does my pet snail count? I guess. Wait, that's not the snail that's slowly coming after me, and if he touches me, I die, right? Because that snail, yeah, Mega Boss, for sure. Lego Wario, 3000 HP. Ew. I do love how creative people get with their Lego builds. I mean, look at that. You saw one of the rafts from what I can only assume was like a Lego City set and used it as a shoulder. It's perfect. I wouldn't have thought of that. Milk, the inexpirable. February 30th. That's right. And it's also an infinite spring of milk, too. So you're really just saving crap tons of money if you find one of these rare jugs. Furious George. Curious and furious. He's not curious anymore. He's pissed. All right, Facebook. Calm down now, grandmother. He has no shame. He shows no emotion. They call him the Plank. Military left baffled after 2x4 plank of wood acquires over 200 confirmed kills. You want to see how old this image is? Let's take a look at those low-resolution buttons there for tweet, share, recommend. I mean, that's a little ancient, isn't it? Albert, the warrior of the 7,000. 7,000 people on Earth and you still single. 7,000 people on Earth and I will protect them all. You know, Albert, I like the cut of your jib. Abyssal nails, man? Harbinger of fear.
No way!
Painted my brother's PS5 as a surprise gift. Hollow Knight is his favorite game. And you just had to do it to him, didn't you? I think it looks great. Jeff, he who hath become one with dragons. When I grow up, I'm gonna be a dragon. You can't be a dragon, Jeff. Well, showed him, huh? God damn it. Wait, what does that say? Mega Scolides? Mega Scolides australis. Australis? I don't know, man. Is a species of earthworm that on average reaches a length of 3 feet and is found in, you guessed it, Australia. Everything. I feel like this might be a perspective thing. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I was trying to say something and then opened the picture. Is this? Holy crap. It actually looks like one of those giant novelty gummy worms you can buy, but it probably tastes way better. That's fantastic. Of course it's Australia. You guys hoard all the scary creatures. Italian Coast Guard dog getting ready to jump into the ocean to make a rescue. That's a Coast Guard dog? Holy crap. He is fluffy. Bob the Boss, painting the town red. Oh, that's nice. I love really fun, creative Renaissance fair costumes, just so long as they're not Star Trek uniforms or Star Wars characters. Look, I'm fine with some sci-fi being there as a funny haha, but at this point, we get it. Enough of the Star Trek stuff, okay? Maybe come up with something different. It is not hard. David, creeper of the Lego building? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know why. But this guy is freaking me out more than that scary bitch in PT. You know, playable trailer? Yeah, this dude's way creepier. Holiday Greg, killer of naughty children. What the? Rumble Greg, holiday exclusive version. He's there to guard us all. Ho ho ho. Goku, fighter of children. Oh, I never noticed him in the poster. That's kind of cool. What a weird crossover. This frog we found on a bike ride. Size 10 men's shoe for size comparison. So, a big bitch, that's for sure. Bodybuilders wearing clothes. Yeah, I don't know why. When they put these suits on, it sells how big they are better than when they're flexing and oiled up on stage. It's comical. They got those tiny little heads and those huge bodies. They kind of look like Mr. Incredible, you know? Just massive upper bodies. Or I guess in this case, what's that guy's name from Spider-Verse? I can never remember the bad guy's name in that first movie. Doesn't matter. I'm staying here too long. Thunder Beast the Fuckbringer. Excuse me? Damn, that's cool. Well, you know what? That name actually makes sense. I'm really glad someone was smart enough to come up with it. Thunder Beast the Fuckbringer. I don't know what it means to bring fucks, but this guy's bringing them nonetheless. Domino's the Warrior. The Hut? I out-pizzaed him years ago. The day of reckoning is coming for you next. Hopa John. Oh, man. Except he's supposed to be Pyramid Head or Red Pyramid Thing. So that's not just a random character that runs around and defeats enemies. You should know who Pyramid Head is. Come on. Be better. Robert Flexington. Plus 50 dexterity when on a heist. Philadelphia Dunkin' Donuts robber spotted stretching beforehand. Look, you gotta limber up. That's like rule number 1, dude. The living room. Oh, literally, it's actually living. Your living room might be alive right now. Chief Vitamin Water, Sentinel of Dart Bowl Cafe. Oh, that is actually a perfectly lined up image. Just fantastic. And that's a bowling alley? A bowling ball? What the hell is this place? Are those? No, they can't be, right? I don't know, I'm spending too long on one image again trying to analyze it. Diego, the fucker. Diego the tortoise had so much sex, he saved his entire species. I mean, come on. It came down to him, right? Why not? Sheldrian, surfer of the electric steed. Shellboy doing a yeehaw on electric noodle guy. What? Mad Dog Frog, plus 100 drug, minus 100 sight. I don't know, I think he can see pretty well. That's just Hypnotoad anyway. The skeleton of a 28-foot anaconda. Ooh, I do not like how big those suckers can get. That'd be a great way to go. Yucky. Mathmatron, or Mathmatotron? Mathmatotron? Mathmatotron. The obeyer of the map, slayer of the dumb. Oh, I don't know what I expected, but honestly it wasn't that. Possum Orb, mini-boss. Separates into smaller enemies for second phase. Oh, that's what it does. I don't want to fight it at all then. That's not fun. Lavator, the lava snail. I recently learned that volcano snails exist. Their shells are made of iron, and they live around hydrothermal vents that can reach up to 750 degrees Fahrenheit. I like that he looks like he's just wearing armor. I guess technically he is. Speedy, the forgotten speedster. You can't abort what you can't catch, I guess? The lemur spider of Australia. Oh god, that... I knew what it was going to be, but it still freaked me out for like a microsecond. Thought this was a new spider. New spider just dropped. Seems like it happens every week. The cracked Lorax. He speaks to the factories. The 2,000 feet stare. Ugh, I really don't like that. Gatekeeper to the stars. I'm not going to say the thing. I'm not going to say the line from Night at the Museum. Mr. Muscle Suit, the gentleman. Oh, man. I don't know what the purpose of fashion shows really is anymore. I guess technically I never did, but now I really don't know. Because these aren't new, brave ideas. This is not something someone's going to be wearing in a decade. No. This is just people going, how can we make the dumbest looking garbage possible? And that's it. Nothing really cool behind it. The Dirt Block family. Fluent in enchantment table. Okay, but I love that though. Where do I get a bunch of matching Dirt Block shirts? Also, there's grass at least, so that throws something in the mix. This tadpole that didn't grow into a frog due to hormone imbalance. Oh, is he gonna be okay? The Tangled Terror. Yeah, at that point, just burn it and get a new set. There's no coming back from that. So that's kind of hard to read, but I'll give it my best. Actually, no, I'm just gonna read it like this. G0K71A, the Holy Tank. What the hell? Impressive. 0 to 60, someday, Isaac, the Technomancer. I have a different Mac for every subject. My school fees could pay off your debt. Okay, that's not even a flex, bro. You're just dumb as shit. Cornelia, the wielder of maze blades. Harvester of terror. Oh, yeah, that is kind of scary, isn't it? I've never known how to say this word. How do you say... What's the name of that shark from IKEA? The stuffed shark. What's his name? Blowhigh? That's what his name is? I'm just gonna call him Blahaj, protector of trans kids. Didn't know he had legs now. Jimmy the Boy. Please don't worry, I'm not stuck. This is my favorite daytime spot to hang out. Don't worry, I'm not worried. The Doll-Faced Behemoth. Don't throw out doll heads. You can turn them into handy nightlights for your kids. Sure you can, but should you? Yeah. The Goliath Bird Eater. The what? Oh, good actual Christ. I don't like them. They're scary, but aren't these like some of the coolest creatures you could ever conceive? I mean, it's like God or the universe was having just a great day when they designed massive spiders. Actually, I think I've seen a video of this guy. They're so big that they almost hiss when they move. Like they're a little pneumatic machine running across the floor. It's so strange but neat. Hydrantagon, extinguisher of fires. I don't see how this one's very useful. Agnes, the decimator of beauty. Your profile is better than mine. I'm a little insecure. You look hot AF, don't even worry. That's not good enough, I want you to die. Oh, well, I guess I will. Catzilla, destroyer of cities. Oh, is this just one of those super cool AI generated images? Because that's exactly what it looks like. If it's not, okay, it still looks weird, but if it is, and I wholly suspect it is, I have no respect for it. The Goodest Boy, consumer of treats. See, this one I respect a lot more. You could really feel how realistic it is. The Baobab tree, protector of the village. Oh, it's one of those trees. Holy crap. A trunk as thick as a building. Mehmet, the last boss of what? Hold on. Oh, all right. That's a big-ass sword. Two-Face, adversary of Batman. You mean Two-Faced like that guy from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? You know, was it President? Is his name Zaphod? I can't remember. It's just gross, okay?
The Wild Fairy of Eriness started.
We have now 22 and 25th. Those are the right dates. I don't see anything wrong with that one, Chief. Boy 11 pinned down and had bleach poured in his eyes by other school children. Pour with confidence. Clorox, no, that's not what you should advertise. You know, I go to the store where I get my baby meals. It's the same place I get my beers and wines. Because parenting means drinking a house. Go ahead and check my battery. I'm at, yeah, okay, so I think I should be good. Might be a full charge. When did Rome become an empire? Did you mean when did Rome became an empire? No, Google. No, I didn't mean that. Oh, that one's just infuriating. It's literally in the sentence. It's right there again. This was just a little funny though. I'm not gonna lie. The queen had a spill. Now her top is all sideways.
You're in for a little shock.
Good feeling, excellent function. Built heat-resistant ceramic protector. National flag. Oh, I see. It said my name is Mark with a C. Kark. Hey, we got a coffee here for Kark. Mock what I see. Cock, come get your coffee. 5, 6, 7, 9, 9. Messed up 8, stupid. We gotta see. I love when I get these. Alright, my man's speeding through. Wait, no. Okay, that's not gonna work out, but oh, there we go. Oh my god! Diploma, do not bet. Well, you should have made the font bigger because he didn't read a single word. Clifford the big red dog. He knows a lot about divorce, dating, and sex after 45, and he won't spare you the gory details. Another video. Okay, drop this. Actually, I don't even should. Oh. Well, come on now. That's just bad design. Too cool to do drugs. Cool to do drugs. Do drugs. Drugs. Recalled pencils from the 90s anti-drug campaign. Well, I can see why they were recalled. It seems like they want you to do some drugs. Second pot to the epic fail. Yeah, there's no stairs there.
Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
Mask. Alright, now let's do the DIY. Oh. Extinct birds. Bird. Extinction status. Not extinct. Okay, alright. So something good is going on. That's some good news today. Was so happy to finally get a 55-inch 4K TV. Opened the box, plugged it in, and turned it on just to see this. Thanks, FedEx. Oh, my heart. Oh my god, that is terrible. Yo. Oh no, man. We have the thirst floor, the fourth floor, the fifth floor, and the sixth floor. Some beautiful selections. Oh, the fisting room. Hey, honey, I got this new jacket. You know what they say here? Time to try them on in the fisting room. Yeah. What do you gotta say about this, Dick Smith? Floats on water. Well, I trust that smile. What do you gotta show? Okay. Alright, so you lied to us, Dick Smith. Dick. My school's new security gate. I'm gonna stop anyone and everyone from even touching that building. Ah, I see. Well, that is not a drink I'd like to have. A hamburger is $1, but you're selling it. There's the handicap ramp. He's gonna get a freaking sick. He's gonna jump up to a ring of fire and we're gonna clap and say 10 points. Men without hats. Men without hats performing in 2011. Who's this bozo on stage with a hat? Canada, United States, Mexico, Brazil, Africa, Russia. Okay, right. Looks good. Looks good. But what about this?
You're exposed.
Africa twice. And Japan's right there. Germany shouldn't be there. Okay, so you got a long. Listen, this is for a test you failed. My favorite color is Hitler. Oh, this is just beautiful. In theaters November 21st. Huggy's kid's like, no! Oh, Pooh Bear, no. Someone unzip the bag now. Unzip the bag. Are you kidding me? No, are you genuinely kidding me? Is this real? You had one job. Xbox One.
Too easy.
Is that an Xbox? Is that a PS4? We got this shoe when my brother was born. July 1st, 2103. Well, one day that's going to be a real shoe that a baby can wear, okay? Need quick cash? Just find an ATM with the keys still labeled and taped to the back. Oh my god, why? Important. Keys for armored carrier only. If you have questions, call phone number. Kids in tears as cinema shows horror film instead of Detective Pikachu. Love it. Ants in my uni classroom. It's almost impossible to focus on the lecture. Yo! Why would you do that? That's all disorientating. I don't blame you. And that's a big long chalkboard too. And that locker door is higher than the rest of them. Oh, this is a mess. Long bread isn't real. It can't hurt you. Long bread. Jokes. That's for big long sub sandwich.
Yield.
What is Mariana Trench? Mariana Trench.
Come a little closer.
Yeah.
1,700 days ago.
You're exposed.
Come a little closer.
This actually happened.
Oh
my god.
Too easy.
Wow. White, you man. Don't be silly. Grab your
you.
Department of Planning. You sure? You positive? Failure to print document. Printing is not supported on this printer. Well, frick. Pull, push. Yeah? Well, which one is it? Who on earth accepted this as a return? This item is from the summer of 2000. That was almost 17 years ago. Our return policy is 45 days. If you're not sure, ask. And you know what? That's fair. On the road to success, there are no shortcuts. Well, good luck, Tribe. Dude, he's gonna shave a little off the top if he can. I love it. A little off the top as I go through these bridge. Don't save a life. Be afraid to give blood. Thanks. Well, that's easy. Just take the Photoshop tool and rotate that piece a little bit, and we got it fixed. Okay. This is not a joke. We paid a popular professional $250 for a family photo shoot. You see these 4 real photos she delivered to us. She said the shadows were really bad on this beautiful, clear, sunny day, and that her professor never taught her to retouch photos. Feel free to share. I literally have not laughed this hard in years. You can't make this stuff up. Again, this is not a joke. Final product. And let's see what's it. Oh, I'd say it's a normal family. Oh my god. Oh, I don't like that. They look like Flash game characters. Signals that baffled astronomers for 17 years traced to observatory's microwave oven. Ew. Fritz Tormo is 94. Computation.
Let's spark things up a little. Hey, hop.
Butter ringers, some Wonder Bars, some Sickers, Scores, Crunchies, and I really don't want to say that one for Snickers because I know how close it sounds to that other word, but I don't want to do it. Square, 3 square, round, half round. Ooh, that is some Illusion 100. They're all running the other way, but you were pointing that way. Where do I go? No use of tape or thumbtacks are permitted on walls. Use of them may be caused to lose security deposit. Yes, what about those 4 tacks on the wall? Forgive me, but is that a TV that no-clipped inside the wall? You might want to restart the game, buddy. Build a burger. What do we start with? Those are chips. Ariel, get away right now, Ariel. That is very inappropriate. See some Neapolitan ice cream. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Where's my vanilla? 1 second vid. It's 2 seconds.
Do your work.
Good game, bud. Love it. Breaking news. Many words should fit on this sentence bar. Do not try to type in a paragraph to tell story. Don't laugh. Pets 2. And Pet Cemetery. Which one do you want to see? Someone tried to replace a missing 2 of clubs. It's a swing and a miss, bud, but that's 1 more than 2 at least. He tried though, and it's the thought that counts. I can't be mad at that. In memory of World War XI. F in chat for the 11th World War. This one was over small coins. Wait, okay, so this seems like multiple you trieds. Is it a window up there, number 1? Number 2, it's missing a fan blade. So there's 2 you trieds up there. Not only is that fan not gonna be able to turn because of the window, but it doesn't even have 5 blades on the fan. What an oddly insufficient job. Well, how did you do this? That's what I want to know. How did you accomplish all of this? Because clearly there was a method to your madness. It's still up. It's intact. But how? It's our wedding. Look at the happy couple. Okay, just oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, that's terrifying. Why would you even try to pull it out? In all of my days, I've never seen something so ridiculously unsafe. I want to call, like, the repair crew, the Justice League, in case the window breaks open, something. Like, we just pats on it. Like, nah, there. No! Do not arrest this person. Well, you don't make the law, do you? My man doesn't make the law, he has to follow it. Hey, how about you go bananas for me real quick? Don't worry. We won't tell you it's a pineapple. Just go bananas. It's still a fruit. It's basketball, it's dumb. Baseball players know how to swing it. Do they? What are you swinging? So that don't look like no baseball to me, Chief. It's like a basketball, really. Oh, so they get a full so much window.
You're in for a little shock.
I love an audience when I'm performing. It's the best. It's exactly where I want a window to be.
You're in for a little shock.
We shall protect you.
Hands fully down and it'll drop it like a nuke. It's exactly full window, dude. Oh no, one subject. What? Wait a minute. Oh, this is